up the mic now.
Who's Mike?
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, that.
I don't know how to sound like a 3-year-old child. Female child, to be precise.
Wow. Well, that's concerning. I thought that was kind of your niche.
My niche is to sound like a 3-year-old female.
Yeah, child.
Child.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Just in general. Well, that's a weird start to the podcast.
I don't think it's our weirdest, though.
No, that's true. It's up there, but not at the summit, which is concerning.
We need to work on it, is what you're telling me.
But it's only up from here.
Okay.
I would hope.
You'd hope, absolutely.
Take me to the land of milk and honey, please.
All right, well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drop Some Knowledge podcast. My name is JP, and sitting next to me over there on the couch each week is that bloke named, what?
G'day, Cobber.
G'day, Cobber.
Yep.
Is that your name?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Cob.
Cob.
Cobloaf.
Sitting beside me each week is the one and only Josh.
Cobloaf. I've lost the plot.
I know, so we're going to jump right into it.
Please.
Today, we are hitting Random Facts Part 989.
Oh, my God.
Because we have done that. No. This is a little bit different because we haven't done a Random Facts without a third party.
Okay.
Have you noticed that?
I have not.
Oh, well. So, we're going to go into it.
I'm only here like half of the time.
As opposed... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do I just talk to the other person usually?
Yes.
That's fair enough.
Yes. My surrogate.
You're surrogate?
Yeah. Yes.
Josh.
Yeah.
We're starting at the top. Starting with number one.
Well, that is great because that's the normal sequential order that we would go.
Soil.
Well, I did actually take
Dirt.
it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow. Calm down.
Okay.
Soil. Dirt.
Dirt.
We're talking dirt.
Great.
All right. So...
Great. What? Strap in, guys. This is going to be a ride and a half if you ever did see one. Dirt chat. Strap in.
So in the US,
Yeah.
right, there are 70,000 different types of soil in the US alone.
How is there different types of soil? Isn't just all soil kind of connected?
No. So this is what I found out, right?
Because I get there's like volcanic sort of soil and the crops grow well.
Yes.
And I get there's different soils in different areas.
Sure.
But at what point does that soil stop and another one starts? Or do they just all kind of blend in and transition?
Well, and this is what I was looking at. So
like the
there's...
Freddo Frog, the two different colours.
Oh, now I want Freddos.
I know you do.
So soil types and quality is based on where you are. So, like you said, whether it's easier to grow the crops or whether it's just, it's hard or soft or whatever. So, obviously where you are.
pH level.
pH levels. And what climate it is. All right, so that's how you usually get those
No
sort of
soil in
types and quality.
Antarctica.
So soil types...
Is there soil in Antarctica?
Surely if you dig far enough
Well, it's just
down-
ice and then you hit water, wouldn't you?
I don't think it's completely...
You sure? What part of Antarctica have you seen that's not ice and snow?
The Antarctic bit. Like, it's just a lot of snow, and then underneath the snow is dirt.
I'm not convinced.
I'm pretty sure it's like... It's a continent.
Yeah, I know, but like...
Which means it is...
I guess it's not.
Because they've
it's not just
also...
a big floating bit of
No, but
bit of ice.
they've also taken samples, like soil samples, ore samples from Antarctica.
Wow. Well, who knew you knew so much about soil?
I know even more about grass.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Do I do it? Yeah, I'm doing it. So, soil types are generally classified based on how much sand, silt, and clay can be found in them.
All right.
And then through that, what organisms, what other minerals and things like that they have in them.
Okay.
Now, 70,000 is a lot.
That's a lot of types.
When I tried to dig a little further.
Wow.
And all I could find for Australia, so 70,000 in America, okay. Australia, 15.
Well, I mean, at least we're in double digits.
We're in double digits, and that's what's nice.
Okay.
I was like, oh, come on, man. Surely we can do better than that.
Well, we just don't have that much stuff, do we? We're a big floating just thing in the middle of nowhere.
That's true, actually.
We don't have, letting fruit fly to infect our soil.
That's right. We also we're not connected to anything else. We don't get harsh, strong winds.
No volcanoes here.
Tornadoes, no volcanoes, that sort of thing. That is fair.
There you go.
You tend to blink 20 times a minute.
Is this a different fact?
This is a different fact.
Okay, wow.
It's not about.
We need to transition into those.
Sorry, let me just turn on my spinning transition for my.
No, we don't need actual transitions.
Oh.
We need commentary.
Chapter 2, episode 2.
Yes.
Number 2.
Revenge of the facts.
Revenge of the
facts are back.
So you tend to blink 20 times a minute.
Well, now I'm just going to try and count.
Well, see, that's the
now
thing.
I'm thinking about it, I'm blinking more.
Exactly. And it's when people, it's little things like that where people are like, oh, did you know you're breathing right now? It's like, what?
Well, I mean, I do know I'm breathing, otherwise I wouldn't be alive.
But a lot of the time it's subconscious. Like, you don't realise it.
No, you're spot on.
But did you know that you would actually blink, so 20 times a minute roughly equates to 10 million times a year?
Wow. Well, that's good because the more oxygen I get, the healthier I am.
That's true. Exactly right. All right, number 3.
Okay.
You technically don't stop growing.
I wonder what the point is. Do you have like a day where you sort of peak and you don't start to shrink when you're like 45 or something?
It's funny because it's not just there's more to this because it's not your body that stops. It's parts of your body that continue to grow.
What parts?
Have a guess at which parts just keep growing.
Nose.
Yes.
Yep. Ears.
Yes. You are right on there.
Biceps probs for me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
My ass.
Yes.
Yes. It's all like KFC.
Oh, God.
So, in fact, your nose and your ears keep growing.
I'm just thinking all the old men I know have a big nose and big ears.
But why is this the case?
Well, I don't know, James, but if only there was a convenient one-stop location on Apple or Spotify or YouTube to come and find out this information.
That's fair.
What? The Drops of Knowledge podcast?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Whoa.
Amazing. It's like I've been here the whole time.
And thank God you're here. And we're about to get you that information right now. So, James, why do old men's ears and nose continuously grow?
Gravity.
Gravity doesn't go that way.
I really broke it there. I was like, wow. And it's gravity. It's actually gravity. So think about it.
Does that mean my gut continues to grow because gravity will drag that out with also saturated fats?
Yeah, well, exactly. But there's less things holding on to, like your ears are actually connected to. It's cartilage. It's cartilage.
I don't notice anyone with a saggy nose though.
Well, but people, like, as they grow, have you noticed that their noses get slightly bigger?
I notice they get bigger, but gravity's a down thing.
Yeah, but it's more of that movement of I'm grabbing my own nose.
You're trying to pull it out, are you?
More movement.
Yeah.
But does that not mean that if you were on a different planet, so obviously different planets and stuff.
So I've had a realization. Continue.
That have different gravity. So if you were on, like, say, Mars, there wouldn't be too much. You'd probably have less because there's less gravity on Mars.
Smaller nose.
Probably have a smaller nose. Or if you were on Jupiter, which has an immense amount of gravity, would you have, like, you know how when people have the spaces in their ears and they kind of slowly, when they droop down
Back in the day.
So, yeah, that sort of thing.
It's not right.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Get out of my room. No, sorry. My realization before was
exclamation.
Testicles and a scrotum.
The old drag.
They continuously grow because of gravity.
Yeah. It's yes and no. I feel like if you didn't wear underwear, or if you wore, like...
I guess so, but like...
Well, because everything else is, like, cupped.
Yeah, to a degree.
It's held in place.
Yeah. And it's winter.
And it's winter.
Yeah.
It's winter.
It's winter, guys. That's the only reason.
Calm down, okay?
Okay. It's fine.
Sure.
Everything's fine.
It looks better normally.
Yeah, I'm a grower.
In the summer, yeah.
I hope.
Speaking of growing...
Oh, God.
Fruit and vegetables, Josh.
Oh.
Do you know the difference between a fruit and a vegetable?
I think fruits have seeds, isn't it? Something like that?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So
I know a lot of stuff.
You do. I'm actually we've been doing this a while, and I'm sure you've done a little bit of research on your own.
Yes, definitely. I love researching.
But here's one you probably didn't think of. Or maybe you did.
Good luck, I probably did.
But avocados,
Avocado.
fruit or vegetable?
I'd say fruit.
Why?
Well, I'd say because of the big seed
With a
in
big
the middle.
seed.
I'd say the big seed. Like a tomato.
It is genetically a fruit, but it has been classified under vegetable.
Because it's not like sweet or citrusy.
Correct. So they're technically a seeded berry. Okay, single-seeded berry. So other fruits that have been called vegetables that I'm sure we've all heard, tomatoes,
Yes.
peppers,
Like a capsicum.
like capsicums. Yep, that's right.
We're Australian here, James.
I know, but it was kind of we do have people that listen from
No,
overseas.
we don't.
That's all Australians. Bell peppers was what I was getting at, which is your
Fresh Prince of bell
capsicums.
pepper.
Yes, beans,
Oh, beans.
zucchini, cucumbers, olives, which I didn't really even consider,
Ugh.
but they've been classified as a vegetable.
I think we need to change the criteria for what makes a fruit. I think a fruit should be more about taste than it is about the seed on it.
No. But you're absolutely right. That is one part of it. It is the more savoury tasting food is known as the vegetable, whereas the citrusy, fruity flavour,
Sweetness.
is the fruit.
Yeah, okay.
So technically, any fruit is a plant developed ovary. Okay, that comes from a flower and contains one or multiple seeds. Okay, a vegetable is a bit more broad, basically because any part of a plant that is used for food includes the root, stems, or leaves.
Interesting.
So you can utilize the whole plant.
Okay.
Is usually where the vegetable comes. However, tomatoes are in a fruit salad.
Are they?
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Why wouldn't you? Well, if they're a fruit,
Well, I get it, but you mix it.
they should be in a fruit
Well, I
salad.
mean, just because you've got a burger, or it doesn't mean you put every type of meat on it, do you? That'd be awful. It's just,
But we put it. But
we don't just put every vegetable in like a vegetable soup or something, do we?
Well, does that mean it's technically does that mean when we put tomato, cucumber, lettuce?
Technically, yes, but I don't subscribe to that.
Why
way of life.
Why is that not classified as a fruit salad?
Because it's not right in our hearts, and that's all that matters.
The only thing that's in there that isn't, it's lettuce.
Lettuce can be a fruit; it can do whatever it wants.
It's allowed to.
Yes,
It can be refreshing.
can identify as what it
Yes,
likes.
Exactly. All right. Australia. Once again, we're talking
heard
about
of it.
Australia.
If it's real.
Has 50. Well, that's, debatable.
Where are we right now?
Sweden.
Yeah,
Yeah. Australia
Hage.
is wider.
that's what they say at
Hage?
Yeah, isn't that what they say at
Hage, yeah.
Hage?
Hage.
That's what they say at IKEA.
Yeah. It's on the back of their shirt.
I know, that's why I could spell it.
I need to go to IKEA.
Well, not now, we're podcasting.
No. Australia is wider than the moon.
That doesn't seem right.
Well, it is.
Well, I'm sure it is.
And here is why.
Okay.
So Australia is 4,000 kilometres wide
Okay.
from tip to tip. The moon is only 3,400 kilometres wide.
But is Australia big or the moon small?
Australia's huge.
Okay, so we're saying Australia is big.
Australia's pretty big, man. So Russia, for instance, is 9,000, just over 9,000 kilometres wide from tip to tip. And what's cool is you can actually, I've seen people do it. Our maps that we see don't really show size. Okay.
Well, this is what I'm thinking now is like the planets always see, I had this feeling inside of me
Yes.
that they're all just huge.
Planets.
But I guess, planets. But if
the moon's not a planet.
Well, okay, well, the big rocks that glow up there, you know what I'm talking about. The moon,
Yeah.
I guess, isn't bigger than the Earth. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, night would be all over and day would be,
It'll be strange.
it'd
Yes.
be all messed up.
That's right.
Interesting.
So the moon, like I said, is only 3,400. Australia is 4,000. Russia is 9,000. But like I said, people have taken Australia on you can do it on a computer. And you take Australia and you put it on top of different countries.
I've seen those
it
before.
takes over most of the US.
Yeah. Oh, and look, I'm not
There's
doubting
48
Australia's
states
size
that fit in Australia.
in the grand scheme of the
things.
globe. I'm
Yeah.
not doubting Australia's
That's
size.
right.
It was more in with the planets to be like.
Oh yeah.
I just thought they were huge.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So Russia being
9,000.
9,000. What's the smallest?
Oh, it'd be some irrelevant country that I've never heard of.
Look,
I'm not going to get this. There's, I'm going to say Laos.
No, it is a bit of a trick question, I have to admit.
Here we go.
It's Vatican City.
Oh,
Because technically Vatican City is a country.
yes, I know. Yes. Well,
Yeah.
I hate that place. Not for any religious reasons, just for that fact alone.
That fact alone, and
So
because
arrogant and uppity that they, I'm a country.
oh yeah, well,
Righto.
they're only 1 kilometre wide. So there you
Pathetic.
go. Did you know? Speaking of countries, Switzerland.
Yep.
It is illegal to own just one guinea pig. One.
Is that because they get lonely and say, yeah,
That is exactly right.
Unbelievable.
That is exactly
well, at least
right.
they're looking out for the guinea pig community.
Well, that's right. It is considered animal abuse as guinea pigs are social beings and get lonely. I feel like there is more than just this animal that would be.
I wonder if there's a thing like a fish. A fish doesn't care, does it? Just swims around.
No, I don't think so. I mean, we do have schools of fish and all this sort of stuff. So I believe some sort of fish probably need more than one. But think about it. Like you've got things like rabbits. Surely rabbits need friends. They can't like live on their own. They live in burrows with lots of mates and stuff.
Depends on your upbringing, I reckon.
Oh, look, you're probably right. What's another one? Parrots, parakeets and stuff, like lovebirds, literally lovebirds. They need a partner. They need another friend. I think it's parakeets specifically that do need them.
Okay.
Like they need friends. And I also found out that rats as well.
We don't care about those, though.
Well, no, but people do. And rats apparently are social beings.
Great. Well,
And they
that's
need
why they're
more
all over the
friends.
place in my basement where I do my murders.
Murder.
Yes.
All right, number 7, before Josh murders
You.
again.
The dance floor, probably.
Oh, yeah. Murder on the dance floor. There is the same amount of water on Earth than there was when the Earth was formed.
So,
Which means...
yeah, but where's the water going to go?
Yeah, but which means...
Yes.
Right. This is the crazy bit. Not that bit. That's pretty, you think about
It's
it,
about
it makes
ocean
sense.
levels?
No.
Oh.
Which means there are minerals in your glass of water that the dinosaurs could have drunk.
That's why I've been growing that tail.
Yes.
I just thought it was a funny
I'm
infection, but
feeling a
now
bit
it all
scaly.
makes sense. Yeah.
My lower back is a bit scaly.
Yeah, I did go to the carnivore diet.
I think, look, as obvious as that, this little fact sounds.
Yeah, you're probably not.
It's kind of fun.
It's
I like
cool,
the
and
fact that there's stuff out there that we're forgetting actually was around for many moons before we turned up.
Because you've got to live in the present, James. You've got to live in the here and the now.
The here and the now.
Be a constant being.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were that sort of a...
Well, I am now. I've changed. Since I've been growing my dinosaur tail, I've become very spiritual.
All right, ancient Romans. So we're going from dinosaurs to ancient Romans now.
Very close in history. Not many years between those two events.
No, but did you know that they used to drop a piece of toast into their wine
Well,
for good health?
Did they eat the toast after?
I would assume so, but does
Yuck.
this not raise any other questions?
Well, okay. How well then to clean it up? The wine's not in a glass for starters.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
And
That's true.
how much wine? What surface area are we talking about here?
Well, they put the wine in a glass, and they put toast into the glass. Is what I'm getting.
So they scrunch the toast up a bit.
Yeah, and put it's not a full
Do you reckon
loaf.
bread was always square? You know what I mean? Like, or did they just make bread and it baked into whatever shape it was, and you went to get a piece of toast and it was round or a triangle?
Well, I can tell you now that sliced bread was invented in 1923.
Anyway, just a little sidetrack there.
But why do you, like, does it not raise any questions as to why they put bread into
Well,
wine?
I mean, yes, 100% it does, and I hope you've got that answer for me. But a lot of old traditions, I would say, kind of just got to move on and accept them for what they are, because people believed things that were stupid. And, you know, if you dunk your toast in your wine, I don't want to get cancelled by saying it's lame.
No, but it's more like I said, it was into their wine for good health.
Yeah.
This is actually where we get this phrase, raise a toast.
Okay, raise a toast.
Have you never heard that? We raise a toast.
I have. Yes, absolutely, I have. Yeah, go on. I want to know.
No, that's it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, okay,
they used to put it in.
Raisin toast?
No,
Look, we're saying it wrong.
It was just a little bit of ciabatta.
Raisin toast to everybody.
Bit of penne de casa.
I'll raisin toast for you one day.
But no, they used to put their toast into their wine and for good health, and that's where we get the phrase to raise a toast.
Okay.
I mean, like, how has that not been a thing that people have thought about? It's like, where did they get the name, like, raise a toast? Where did that come from?
Why did they put what? Do you know why they put the toast in there? What they thought that would do?
For good health. For good health.
There's no science behind that.
I don't know. We're still here.
It's true. That's the only thing that got us through.
The ancient Romans
Thank
are,
God for the
we're
Romans.
still here.
Did they have toasters or just stick it over a fire? Probably the fire.
That's a good question, actually. I don't know. Probably on a fire. Yeah, over a fire, surely. We've also got the heart of a shrimp is in its head.
I think I knew that.
Yeah.
Does that mean if it gets excited, its head would just start like vibrating around and be like...
That'd be real. I wonder if it changes colour, because you know how you can see like in them. I wonder if you can, like, if they get excited, you can, like, just like their heads bobbling around like you said, but does it, like, can you see it?
Yeah, its head's like pulsating.
Oh, I had a horrible thought for that.
Pulsating.
That's the word pulsating, I think, that got me.
You're welcome.
We're going back to planets here.
Okay.
Venus. Venus is the only planet that spins clockwise.
Okay.
So it travels around the sun every 225 Earth days, but it rotates clockwise every 243 days.
Well, look at that.
So it goes around the sun reasonably quickly, but spins very slowly.
You'd get sick on that ride, that's for sure.
Yes.
This is why the only reason we can't go to Venus.
And it's also one of the planets that we said in a very early on episode that you could... HSPs on Mount Vesuvius.
HSPs on Venus, I think.
HSPs on Venus.
HSPs on Venus. Go back and listen to that episode when our audio quality was awful.
Yes, I'm pretty sure Mount Vesuvius is here somewhere. Anyway, it's not in space.
No, it's not.
It's not in space.
No.
But, speaking of planets, the only planet where a fire can burn is Earth.
Atmosphere or something like that?
Yes, so it's due to the lack of sufficient oxygen in the atmosphere.
Well, thank God. That's probably why we live on here and people don't live on the other planets.
Well, it's probably that's surely got to be reasons why. Like, obviously, there's not a sufficient amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. There's not enough minerals. There's not enough, like, anything.
Okay.
So why we'd be going to other planets and trying to colonize is just an amazing feat.
Well, Elon will do it for us, so don't worry.
I really hope that he does. I really hope we're actually able to.
Himself will do it.
No one else.
No one
He's
else will be
cloning
involved.
himself as we speak.
Yeah.
And
yes.
That's why he doesn't look anything like he did back in the 90s.
Well, we all don't look like we did in the 90s, James. You've lost your frosted tips and your chin strap.
I have, you're right. No,
I hate every second of it.
He looks completely different.
Well, I'll look up a
completely
photo.
different, and this is why I think he's a clone.
Okay.
There you go. You've heard it here first. JP thinks that Elon Musk is a clone. He doesn't look like he's aged. He just looks very different.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. 73-year-old bottle of French Burgundy
Yep.
became the most expensive bottle of wine ever sold at auction in 2018.
Why? Because it was old?
It was just old. It was really old. So it was a bottle that was from 1945. It was a Romani Conti, sold at the Sotheby's for more than 17 times its original estimated price.
I did make a comment yesterday when I went to a vineyard.
Ah, yes.
And I said, why doesn't everyone just buy bottles of wine and store them somewhere for like 20 years and then sell them on afterwards? I just don't get it. If it gets better with age, why are people selling a 2014 bottle of something? You know what I mean? Like, is wine not just like the most easy investment ever?
I feel like it's also...
I'm sure there's something I'm missing, but...
branding, which country it's from.
Tamar Valley, probably.
Tamar Valley needs to be from. That's why it's so... But look, $32,000 was the original...
Wine.
That was... I'm not finished.
Oh, God.
That's the original estimated price.
Oh.
Try on for size that it sold at auction for $837,328.66.
There could have been so much more done with that
Australian.
money. Yeah. Yeah, what a waste of money. I hope they enjoyed it. I hope they enjoyed it, but... You know, you could solve many world problems with that.
Look, I've bought some things out there that
are questionable.
Are questionable for a bit of money that will probably not appreciate, but I would appreciate them, or people like-minded will appreciate them.
When it gets into nearly $1 million, I would say...
Well, I haven't bought anything for $1 million.
Not yet, but the way you're tracking...
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, when you're making the big dollars, the big money,
big boy right here.
Did you know, Josh?
Okay.
Did you know that there is a Japanese word, and I apologise for those that speak Japanese or are Japanese. I'm going to butcher this, but kuchi zamishi.
Kuchi zamishi.
Which is the act of eating when you're not hungry because your mouth is lonely. Isn't that just adorable?
I mean, it's very
and I'm
sweet.
pretty sure we all do this.
Yes. Well, how many? If your mouth is lonely, how many times are you going to the fridge to look and there's nothing just randomly appearing in the fridge?
Oh, look, the amount of times that people have just gone, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh, I should have just turned around and said, kushi zamishi."
Kushi zamishi. Hey, everyone out there, start using that.
Yes. Normalize in Western culture. Kushi zamishi. But like there are some crazy as words out there like that. Like I know that there's a German word. I'm not even gonna try, but it's a very, very long German word that basically means to laugh at somebody's misfortunes.
Fantastic.
Which I'll find out. We'll have to find out because I genuinely think that not only these two things are probably some of the most common things that ever happens.
All right, well...
I will smash through 3 more.
I was going to say, let's go some rapid fire to finish it off.
Yep.
Hit me with the best ones you've got.
Okay. So, there is a fruit that tastes like chocolate pudding.
Okay.
So, this fruit is native to Central and South America, and it's called the black sapote.
Ooh.
Which tastes like chocolate and sweet custard.
Get it now at the Fresh Food People. Woolworths. On sale for $4 a kilo.
The Chupa Chup logo was actually designed by the famous surrealist artist, Salvador Dali.
Oh, well, I don't know who that is.
He's the one with the cool mustache that did like the melting
Every
clocks.
artist has a mustache, James.
Like the melting clocks.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that one? You know that one?
Yeah, I know the melting clock.
Queen Elizabeth II was trained as a mechanic, so she was 16.
Sick.
And the late Queen joined the British Employment Agency at the Labour Exchange and learned basic truck repair.
Interesting. Okay, that's cool.
And finally, Google Images, which I know we've all used at some point for good and for
bad.
Yep, was literally created after Jennifer Lopez wore that dress at the 2000 Grammys. So that, I'm sure we all know the gold dress. Well,
thank you, Jennifer, for that.
It was literally created because of that. So many people were searching up that dress that the search engine added the image search function.
And what a great reason to do so. How society has progressed. And I love our Google overlords for innovating like they did in 2000.
Google overlords.
The Google overlords.
I like it.
Well, that's a lot of facts.
It's a lot of facts.
But thank you for giving me those facts.
You're very
today.
welcome. There is more to come, I am sure.
Please, guys, after you listen to this, get on Google Images and search up Jennifer Lopez that dress.
Yeah, that dress.
And then go to the Drop Some Knowledge Facebook page, the Instagram page, the YouTube page, and just tell us how fun and what a good time you had listening to this podcast.
The first person that puts it up there will get a special thumbs up.
James will give you a thumbs up.
Look at that.
And I got one for free just then.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, guys. We will talk to you very soon.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, very good.
Thank you.